Yo, what's happening?
How we doing? I hope you're good. Welcome to show 433. 433, guys. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Today we're going to talk about building consistency with our health. And I think this is something that a lot of people struggle with.
Because they probably feel that they're too busy with other things going on in life.
And the work, the responsibilities, your own self-limiting beliefs.
I'd also like to introduce you.
It's my new chair. This is a bad boy. It's like going from economy class to first class on a plane. Not that I've ever flown first class, but I've walked through and see how comfortable those chairs are, right? This bad boy was 40 quid. I've only ever spent like 15 quid on a chair, and I'm like, I'm going to treat myself because I sit on one every single morning doing the show. So it's almost like the Rise to Thrive new chair. It's like a throne. Right, let's get on with it. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I'm your host, James Boardman. If you are coming through, then please do let me know by hitting the love heart button and commenting down below if you are consistent with your health. By being consistent, what I mean is that for the last 6 months, you've upheld and sustained a health regime.
And stuck with it, okay? That's what I mean by that.
So in this year, first 6 months of the year, have you stayed consistent with a health regime, yes or no? Okay, no BS, don't lie, and I mean like you've trained consistently all of the time. All right, so me being the numpty that I am, on the last show I said I had a huge announcement, right? But I actually never told you that huge announcement. I just got caught up in the show and then like hung up without telling you. So the huge announcement is that we have a date for our end of year seminar. So our end of year seminar, our elite movement seminar, is going to be the 25th of November. Now this is our third one, and it's been brilliant the last couple of times. Absolutely great show, great speakers. We've got some great speakers lined up with some really inspirational talkers coming along who have some incredible stories, and some who are coming along to help me deliver some high performance skills and drills to get you to the place that you need to be, right? So you can join the waiting list, which is on this link here. So on the copy somewhere, all right, there is a link where you can join the waiting list. The first 50 places to go will get the early bird. And once those 50 places have gone, the price will increase. And we will only offer that to people on the waiting list. We also have, I would say, a world-class package for those on VIP, okay? So we've got 10 VIP places, and it includes and offers a mentorship day with me, okay? The day before the seminar. That means you'll come down to Birmingham on the Friday and you'll hang out with me, and we will spend the day together as we thrash out your 2024 and have a mentorship day with you. So get yourself on the waiting list. It's on the link that's above here somewhere. You won't regret it. So let's talk about consistency and health. So I'm going to give you a scenario here. Okay.
So the first part of this is,
imagine if we sat together and we said, right, I want you to run 30 miles a day, every day, for 30 days in a row. Could you do it? Could you run 30 miles a day, every day for a day? So in the comments, just put yes or no, right? Put yes or no if you could do it. Okay? We then turn around, and I would say that 99.9% of people, okay, will say no. Why? Because who's going to be able to do that? There's only a very small level of people that could do that. Okay? So then if I turn around to you and said, could you run 2 miles a day, every day for 30 days? Could you run 2 miles a day, every day for 30 days in a row? Just let me know whether you could or not, right? I'm pretty sure that the majority of people could. Why?
Because
you know your levels of conditioning and expectation.
so the second scenario,
Or model that I gave you is a model that is much more likely to be followed through. You are much more likely to be consistent running 2 miles a day every day for 30 days rather than trying to run 30 miles. 30 miles is unrealistic. So what we are understanding in this first part is that our expectations, okay, of what we can achieve with the time that we have, with the levels of conditioning that we have, okay,
play a huge part in us being consistent. That being said,
we must make sure
that the structure,
the routine and the system is right. Okay, we must make sure the structure, routine and system is right. So now we understand the expectations. Okay, 2 miles is roughly going to take majority of you maybe 30 minutes on average. Okay, so that's consistent. That's something you can do consistent on a consistent basis. But now we have to understand about, okay, we have a busy life. We've got work, we've got responsibilities at home. You can only carry so much emotionally. We talked about the excuses on Monday when we can override those excuses. So finding a regular and familiar routine is absolutely essential to staying consistent with your health. Okay, so let me give you an example. For me, I do jiu-jitsu and the gym. Okay, now we finished the 100-mile training. So jiu-jitsu runs on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. That's my set times. In the mornings, on Tuesday and Thursday, 7:15 to 8:15. My gym sessions are from 4 till 5 on Monday and Wednesday, and then from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock on Sunday. That is scheduled in, that is penciled in. So when I do my weekly planning, before I plan in my work, before I plan in my family time, before I plan in my personal development time, the first thing that I put into my diary is my gym sessions, is my jiu-jitsu sessions. Then I put my wife's gym sessions into my diary so that she can be consistent in and around our routines and schedule. It's the first thing that we do. And as soon as you start building up that structure, you then have created the routine. Then the system is checking with each other and going off to do it.
and just like a sleeping
Pattern. So when you would go to bed at like 9 or 10 and you would wake up at 5 or 6, that's a regular routine of when your body becomes used to you sleeping. Does this make sense?
okay, and you do this, okay, you do this
With your fitness regime, your health regime, and suddenly it starts becoming consistent. Where it breaks down and goes wrong for a lot of people is that they don't do that planning. They don't have that regular format. They don't have that non-negotiable state. They just kind of feel willy-nilly, oh, I might go to the gym tonight.
but if you could dedicate,
If you could do 3 20-minute sessions minimum, okay, so let's say we did from, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the evening to 5:30, you went to the gym for half an hour, you went in there without your phone, and you just got to work knowing that you were going to work arms on Monday, knowing that you're going to work legs on Wednesday, knowing that you were going to do an all-over body session on Friday. And you go into that gym, you don't mess around, you get the warm-up done, you have an intense workout, you come out, you go home and you do your evening routine.
now to me that's a consistent approach, okay, that's a consistent approach, and we fit it in and we plan
Plan it around our times. Now again, the expectation thing comes in is going, okay, can I realistically do an hour's workout in the evening? Probably not, because your wife would probably need the help at home. Can you realistically do an hour in the morning? No, because it would take up the whole of your morning routine. Could you do it at lunchtime? Possibly. So this is where you have to look at your lifestyle. You have to understand what's going on within your life. You have to be realistic with your expectations about what can be achieved at different periods of the day. That's why guys don't get consistent, because it all becomes overwhelming. You bury your head under the stone.
So in summary,
To be consistent with a health regime, we have to know our expectations about actually what we are capable of. Okay, so whether that's time or physical conditioning or capabilities, we have to ensure that we're taking time to plan. Okay, when we're going to work out, and make that a regular slot. Like, people base their lives around watching Coronation Street or EastEnders, right? They're having tea, putting the kids down, and sitting there and watching religiously. You have to become religious about when you work out, when it's non-negotiables, the same time, the same days.
Okay? And it's really, really
Important that you do that. That's in place. Then you sit down and then you communicate with other people in the family. This is when I'm working out. This is my routine. This is my regime. My wife knows when I do jiu-jitsu and go to the gym. I know mostly when my wife goes to the gym. You know what I mean? So everybody knows each other's routines, and we can work around each other to make that happen.
And I think that
This is key, what we're doing here within our health, with anything that we do. I.e. your personal development slots, where you put in 15 minutes a day to focus on your personal development. This is key when we finish work and then go into our personal life. So again, the regime becomes, you finish work at 5, the phone goes off, it then becomes family time. The first hour of that family time becomes you and your kids playing on the trampoline, going for a walk, connecting with them. It's how we become consistent in life, right? Just by being really aware of where our time and our energy and our focus is going. Because as soon as you get a grip of that, as soon as you have control of that time, of that energy, based on your focus, you're going to live a much less chaotic life and a much more controlled version of yourself, which is going to achieve all of the outcomes that you want. And then you're going to start performing at this high level, fitness-wise, career-wise, relationship-wise, personal development-wise. And it all starts with understanding your expectations and building out a structure, routine, and system to follow.
there you go. Problem solved.
Now on Monday, we talked about overcoming your excuses. Today we talked about scheduling your fitness program or your health regime, or getting consistency in life. So there should be nothing stopping you. Absolutely nothing stopping you, right? So hope you have an amazing day. If you want to come along and see us on the 25th and come and spend the day with us, go and get yourself on that waiting list, okay? Because those tickets won't be available anywhere else other than you being on that waiting list. And it's going to be an epic day. Ask anyone that's been before. It's definitely a game changer for many, many people. I will see you Friday. Have a great couple of days.